you shouldn't be scared of bears. I think this is real.
This is a real. That was the time we stole from a music festival.
Like clockwork. I just hear
Well, good luck getting me off now, Bear. I'm strapped in, ready to ride.
all of the slaw bunnies. Oh, I know what it is too. Okay, ready.
Oh, all right.
3, 2,
2,
1. Live from a nuclear fallout shelter. It's the Picky Boys podcast.
Right under the bunker.
Right
Life under the bunker.
I'm Danny Moriarty.
I'm Antonio.
And let's just get this new apocalyptic picnic started.
Is there a reason it's apocalyptic? Or?
No, I just thought.
Just felt like-
I just thought they don't even know where we filmed.
That's a good point.
They don't know that it's far underground.
Yeah.
Away from humans in every capacity.
10 to 20 stories. They don't even hear birds chirping, but somehow we could hear the cars.
No, yeah, you get one of those. Windows. When I was in St. Louis, I lived in an apartment that had no windows.
Oof.
Well, no windows in like the main area. There's one window in my bedroom, but it led to like an alleyway.
Oh man, that's
So it was very depressing.
Yeah.
And so I went to IKEA and I built.
From scratch.
I built it. Well, no. IKEA has all these. Kind of like set up homes that make it look like homes. And so what they do, because obviously the homes are not facing the exterior of the building, they build a window pane with LED light strips in it and then put a curtain over so it looks like a window. So that's exactly what I did. So I took a window pane, took some curtains, glued a bunch of LED lights all over the place, and then I even hooked it up with Alexa so that it would turn on in the morning when the sun rises and turn off when it's not. So I had my window of light.
Damn. I mean, hey man.
I mean, it's
good for you. Do what you gotta do.
It sounds extra, but
a little.
But you don't understand the reality and like the depression that comes along with having no natural light available at all times.
No, I believe you.
It's like Vegas, but without all the fun.
Yeah. Yeah, and isn't there a place, I forgot where exactly, but it gets so hot or something, they kind of have to live underground, and they need sun lamps to not go crazy or something. Like you need your vitamin D somehow.
Yeah, I mean, natural light is, it's a huge thing. If you ever buy an apartment and you're like, oh, well, this one's like $400 cheaper, but it has no windows. There's a reason, because someone killed themselves. The last tenant killed themselves inside. Yeah,
the cost that you're saving on this one apartment that has windows, you're gonna have to spend on making fake windows.
Yeah, you're gonna spend on your like Lexapro prescription.
Yeah, I thought you were also gonna like get a projector and have it like a cityscape in the window.
No, I don't like projectors that much.
Oh, I mean, okay.
I don't know.
I mean,
is that fine?
Screw you, projectors. I mean, you and your projecting.
No, I mean,
you're projecting on me? How dare you?
I have one for my carpet gun, but I don't like the quality of the
image.
I'd rather TV. That's the point.
I was thinking a lot like one of my friends just bought a whole box of letters, cards, like birthday cards, holiday cards,
okay,
New Year's Eve cards, stuff like that. Like
sounds good.
In preparation, because it's a smart idea, because I always last minute had to run to the store and be upset.
Truest.
But I was also thinking like, how much longer do you think the lifespan of physical cards compared to digital cards is left?
Oh, I think it's physical cards.
I think they're going
are forever.
Oh, you think they're forever? I think they're going.
Have you ever received a digital card?
No.
It's because it's a shitty experience. It's
really?
It's not good. It doesn't feel the same. They don't like it. It's just like it's not good.
All right, well, good. If that's the case, then the problem I was about to say won't go away anymore. Because like I was thinking in the sense that once you switch over to digital cards, the excuse of, oh man, your invitation was lost in the mail, or like it like goes away. Because it's like you literally had to input and remember my name for me to get this digital letter.
True. And I don't think that excuse is really used that often.
Oh, dude, I bet you it's used a good amount. It's like, oh, look, and then you have to put the card in an envelope and scratch it up a little bit and go, oh, no, look, it was returned to sender. Take a picture and send it to them. It's like, no, I'm telling you, it was lost in the mail.
Potentially.
Gone.
I don't know. I mean, people still say, but like I said, I don't think that's ever going away. Hallmark's got a stranglehold. I mean, they literally created holidays. They're not going to let it slip out of their fingers.
They created holidays?
Like Valentine's Day, a lot of other holidays.
That's a Hallmark, big Hallmark?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man.
You didn't know that?
I don't
know. That was like a big, like a Valentine's Day, the popularity of it, and a lot of other holidays and the popularity of like the gift giving and the cards were all like heavily perpetuated by Hallmark to sell stuff.
You know what's annoying about that? It's because, like, okay, you create the Valentine's Day, right? To sell a goddamn card, which is maybe like $2. But what you're costing me as a person to provide for a significant other on Valentine's Day is like quintillion times the cost of a card. So now I'm actually, that's annoying.
Also,
I'd rather just give Hallmark a fee to not create holidays.
and Valentine's Day did exist, but it's just the
Specialty?
the specialty, the card giving, the chocolates, that kind of stuff. And also, cards are not $2. Cards are expensive as fuck.
Cards can be 6, 7, but they're not.
$6, $7, $8, $9.
All right, well then I don't know what gold-plated cards you're buying from, but why would you ever even buy a card that's that much?
Dude, sometimes I mean I buy every card for every holiday 30 minutes before I arrive.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
So-
I do that too. I do that
so
too.
it's whatever is left.
So you're saying like usually the expensive cards are left because people are like, who's gonna buy those?
No, but I just try to buy I try to buy a nice quality one, you know? Like what's the point of
Yeah, I'm also like the thing with physical cards is I go to like maybe my dad's having a birthday, but I like buying like my first grandson or something and put that in the card and give it to him instead. You know, like the card doesn't match the theme of what I'm getting it for.
Okay, okay.
That's to me one of the funniest things because do you keep your cards?
I don't, but my mom does.
Your mom keeps. I don't think I've kept a single card. I've kept the cash inside. I don't think I've kept a single card.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like I don't keep the cards.
So then, how do you feel about the cards where you open it and like the butterflies fly out at you? You ever seen those? Not real butterflies, like the paper ones.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
spiral.
yeah. I don't like anything with that like much. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like anything that's
That
sent
can-
to me that now I have to clean up or give me a heart attack.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
like-
don't want to scare anybody.
I don't want to pick up these origami freaking butterflies, please.
Yeah, no, cards are definitely on their way out. But but not. Because we
Almost caught yourself there.
Because we like things that are like sometimes in some situations we like things that are so old and dumb that we actually just like to do it that way out of tradition.
Like marriage.
Like have you seen yeah, like the family unit. Have you seen like the fucking things on TikTok where it's like these kids in Wisconsin who deliver mail on a boat?
Dude, that is the coolest and stupidest thing I've ever seen. And then they don't
Basically what happens is that these kids are delivering mail on a lake house, like to two houses on a lake, and the mailboxes are on the dock. So the boat pulls up, doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop.
The kid jumps, runs to the mailbox, puts the mail in, runs back, jumps on the boat, and continues going. And for some reason, it's like the spectacle of all of TikTok. I see hundreds of these videos.
The problem is and you may ask, what happens if they don't make it to the boat? Well, the boat goes.
It happens.
Goodbye, boat.
It happens very often. But it's one of those things. It's like there is a better system for this, just like greeting cards. But but there's something about it. There's something about the tradition of it all that we're just like, let's just do it. You know, we like this kind of like to preserve some old weird stuff.
How many machines do you think still the quarter tied to the string trick works? You know?
Has that ever worked?
That's definitely worked.
I don't think
that's definitely
has.
worked in some sense. It's like no, you gotta do this, and it's like
I think that was outdone a long time ago.
yeah, they were like, oh, these freaking
Have you ever
schemers
seen-
with these
Have
quarters.
you ever seen behind a vending machine, like inside a vending machine?
Yeah,
It's
it's a lot of mechanisms.
It doesn't work like that. Definitely.
I guess so. I don't know. I feel like there's
You
always.
definitely can't do it with $1.
I feel like there was always this one guy at college that was like, no, this is how you do it. And then like a candy bar will come out.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other tricks you can do. I mean, it's just literally a box. Like if you shake it enough, something's gonna fall out.
Dude, I'm not a thief, but there's some times, like there's been a lot of times where the vending machine was just open and like the boxes of the refilled stuff was there and the guy wasn't looking or just went to the bathroom. And I'm like, what's stopping me from just taking these nice Fritos for myself and just snacking?
Nothing. The fact that you're not a thief is stopping you. That's
Yeah, I
the only
guess
thing.
so. I guess that's what did it. But then I walk away and I realize, you know what? I probably should have taken a box anyway. Like, you know, $2 for a 50-cent bag of Fritos. It's like, you know, get off me.
Did you know the story about how we were at Firefly, the music festival we go to every year, and on the way out, it was the last day of the festival, and so all the vendors are packing up.
Oh my god!
And
I was there.
and putting all the stuff away, and there's this box of Gatorade like this huge crate of Gatorade, like like dozens and dozens of Gatorade bottles, and our friend Chris presumes that because it's the last day of the festival, they're just kind of like giving it away. It's like, lost inventory, whatever. So he takes one. And in these music festivals, everything's very like mob mentality.
It's like sheep.
It's like once one person does everything, they're like, oh, I guess that's what they're supposed to do. And so everybody starts taking Gatorades, and the woman goes, "Please stop!"
But it's too late.
I have to pay for those.
The floodgates were open. It's too late.
Obviously, some volunteer worker who's like, "Please no!" And she's literally screaming at the top of her lungs, and everybody's like, "Free Gatorade!"
And I'm walking out with like a full case of Gatorade like this.
Oh, everybody had Gatorades like lined in their pockets, and then like we get a mile down the road, and we're like, Chris, how did you know they were free? And he was like, oh, they weren't free. The man simply knew and just chose to stole, and then caused the revolution, the rising of the working class.
I got all my money back in those Gatorades.
Yeah, I mean, they would have charged you, $5-6 for a Gatorade at a place like that. Higher,
dude. It was like $5 for a water bottle. You think it's $6 for a Gatorade?
The thing is, the Gatorade can't be more than alcohol, and it was like $9-10 for alcohol.
Okay, you're right. That's a good point. So I would say,
I think
in between
right in
six
range.
and
Yeah.
8. Okay, I guess you're right. Still too much.
But
Yeah, so that was
the time we stole.
Yeah, that was the time we stole from a music festival.
Yeah,
that wasn't cool. Oh, but how I remember it is someone in the background going, "Free Gatorade!"
Yeah, so someone after people started going said free Gatorade.
And then that's what I heard. And I went, okay, cool. And I took 1, I took 2, I took 3. But then I saw like people, like I was getting like brushed up against, for people taking the Gatorade. I was like, I'm losing unless I get more. And then I took the whole case.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it wasn't free, but who knows what was happening. I was probably bombed.
They make so much fucking money anyway.
Yeah, what's a case of Gatorade?
Or actually,
I was handing them out to people who looked like they needed it anyway. I was essentially Robin Hood of Gatorade.
But it is funny that a lot of people probably think like, oh yeah, fuck these guys, they make so much money. But I'm sure the margins aren't as large as people think. Like they definitely take in a lot of money, but they absolutely spend a ton of money to put on a production like that.
Like the revenue's probably a lot, but the profit is probably like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I got what you're saying. I saw a creature, a bird, a flightful bird that terrified me. I don't know if you've heard of it. I think it was a big thing on TikTok a while ago, but then I lost it. Like I was trying to look for the video, but I lost it, and then it finally popped up again. You ever hear of the shoebill stork?
No.
Okay, well I'm gonna show.
It sounds like a fucking. It sounds like a nature David Attenborough Planet Earth situation.
I wouldn't disagree. It probably is, dude. This thing, I think this is how Big Bird got its inspiration from.
Ooh.
It's like it has an 8-foot wingspan. It's 5 feet tall. It eats.
This is a dinosaur.
It eats, dude. It is. It eats alligators. It eats deer. And it's like in Africa somewhere. It's not in Australia this time. Usually everything's in Australia. But can I show you a video quick? It's like 30.
Sure.
It's like 15 seconds. I just got to show you what this is. Dude, it looks like, I swear to God, it looks like someone in a costume.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this thing. But is this real?
This is a real thing. It looks like an animatronic. And just listen to it.
Wow.
You see, I'm not like...
That's amazing.
Dude, it looks like a raptor.
See, I assume you're bringing this up because you're like, fuck that thing, it should die. I think it's nice. Nice is definitely
it's
a word. Beautiful. I am all for the return of big animals. Let's throw a little,
like what?
We've been the alpha predator for so long.
Oh,
now.
I see.
Let's throw a little
let's
spice into
the human race is getting lazy.
Or just like, who knows, just because it's big doesn't mean it's
bad. It kills like its siblings. It decapitates its prey.
But
it's not nice.
What about us?
I mean, I don't think I don't know if there's a reported case of us dying from it, but I don't think I could go up against that thing. It could fly.
No, but I know. I mean, I get it. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of small shit that people should be. I would say even sometimes the smaller stuff is usually the most deadly. because those
They
are
can sneak up on
the
you.
smaller ones are they can sneak up on you, and usually evolutionary. They're the ones that are equipped with like a lethal venom or this, that, and the other because they're so small and they have a harder time faring in in nature. So I'm way more afraid of the small stuff. The big stuff, like like people see so many videos of bears. Bears are very docile creatures.
Dude, stop that. Be scared of bears.
No, you really you shouldn't be scared of bears. I think.
All right, Goldilocks. Like,
No, I'm serious. I mean, we were looking up statistics. It was like the fourth black bear recorded black bear killing of a human being in like the past 20 years. Only the fourth happened recently.
All right, what about like
That's four. That's only 4 people in 20 years. Everybody's terrified of bears. They're nice.
that's reported? You know how many like hikers in national parks in Yosemite Park just get tossed
In Yosemite Park.
in Yosemite Park get just like lost?
Well, yeah, but that's but
It could be bears or I guess cliffs
No, but-
or the tree
yeah,
people.
it's there's a billion things that could happen. It's just what we studied off bears. It's unlikely.
Dude, if you saw a bear, if we were camping and you saw a bear, you'd be the first one to have wet pants.
Oh, I'm not saying
And you're saying they're docile, not to be worried?
I'm not saying I wouldn't be afraid in the moment. I would be afraid, but I'm saying that like you really shouldn't be because on average, on record, they don't attack you unless you either provoke them or you're doing something. If you're dead, they'll eat you.
Right. Well, so will cats.
But they don't. Yeah. But the point is, what I'm saying is that they're relatively friendly creatures.
I
And
mean-
I'm pro bear.
All right, pro bear, fine. But I think that, no animal is immune to a bad mood and having a bad day, or he stubbed his toe on a tree, or his little bear cub was yelling at him for not getting the right berries, and now he's frustrated. Now he wants to eat some human who's camping in a tent.
True. I don't know. I don't think no. I don't know. Bears on record. Well, imagine if they judged us like that.
I would, fine. Run away from me, bear.
They'd be like, look at all these. You have 100,000 murderers in this jail. Every human is a murderer. That's not true.
I would be completely okay if they looked at us that way.
I think they look at us as friends.
So we could I would love to ride on the back of a grizzly into like battle. That'd be fucking cool. They are so fast.
Well, just because they're nice doesn't mean that we can,
Tame them.
commingle with them.
Oh, dude. Absolutely.
No.
No, dude, a saddle on a bear? What's the coolest animal?
See, that would fucking then it would probably kill you. Try to kill you.
All right. Well, good luck getting me off now, bear. I'm strapped in, ready to ride, bitch.
It'll get you off.
If it also has to roll around, it'll probably crush me.
Yeah, it will crush you to death.
I don't know. I feel like bear's a cool animal to ride into battle.
Oh, if I wish we could.
Like an alligator or something.
True. Yeah, I just love watching Planet Earth. I was watching it last night.
Those were the animal noises last night?
Those are the animal
I thought you had
noises.
someone over.
No, but there's a million stories. You got to watch Planet Earth. There's just so many cool things that you would never know about. It's like, how do they catch these on film?
Yeah. How does this sea creature eat with no mouth and it's see-through? It's like, how does that work? It's like shit like that.
Yeah, there's like an entire breed of snow bunnies who fucking go into this other bunny's place, habitat, and rape and pillage all of them.
Whoa.
I know, the snow bunnies, they come in, just absolutely just destroy all of the slaw bunnies.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god. What's
What?
a slaw bunny then?
God damn it, he knew. Slaw bunny's nuts.
Yeah, I know. Yes, you're a monster.
Fuck. I thought I had it too. I thought I was really selling that good.
It was good. It was
Fuck.
good. It was good.
Slob on these nuts.
I guess I could still stop it in post and have the gray
No.
filling coming on you if you really want that win.
Don't award me with something I don't deserve. That's not fair.
It's all right. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. But in other news, you ever been stuck in an elevator?
No, and also not as bad as JT was.
JT, we've already talked about being stuck in an elevator. But when JT told his story, I think I forgot to tell my story about being stuck in an elevator because his story was just like, I mean, so you ever
It had danger, suspense, thrill.
I know. Anybody ever tell a story and then you're like, oh fuck.
Well, now mine is
What am I supposed to do?
mine is PG compared to this thriller.
Yeah, it's like they're doing icebreakers and they're like, in like high school or something.
And there's
and
foreshadowing.
Some girls like, oh, I did this, and then some girls like, well, I was, raped and brought over from Russia. It's like, how am I supposed to follow this?
Yeah, it's like what am I going to talk about? My problems of how.
What am I going to say? It's like, oh, I missed the bus this morning.
Yeah, it's like, I had a real rough day waking up late because my alarm. It's like she's having the real rough.
Yeah.
Either way, tell your elevator story, please.
It's actually not my elevator story. It's
so
an elevator. So in my old apartment building, the elevator used to get stuck on the fifth, in between the fifth and sixth floor when it was raining, and it would just get stuck and then stay there for 2 minutes. And for 2 minutes, you could press all the buttons, you could do whatever, wouldn't move at all. And so it happened to me. I freaked the fuck out. But after the 2 minutes, it just goes automatically, like resets and goes back to the ground floor. But one day it was raining and I forgot that it was raining because this happened every single time it rains. And so one day it was raining and I ordered Uber Eats and the guy comes into the elevator, comes up, I buzz him in, comes upstairs. I hear the, and it's also a little, it does a little doom.
Like Tower Terror kind of.
So it's like everybody's freaking out and I'm just waiting and I'm like, oh, I really hope it didn't get stuck. and then like clockwork, I just hear, help me, help!
like the pure panic of a human.
Oh my God, I'm stuck, please! Somebody help! Call the fire department!
Oh, no.
And I was like, oh, jeez. And then 2 minutes of just screaming later, everybody at this point has come out of their apartments. It's like, what's going on? And 2 minutes later, this poor man returns to the ground floor, then has to walk up the 6 stories.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust that elevator again.
And he just like fucking like just drops my food in front of me and it's like, your elevator's broken. And I'm like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's like when you do something really, like I would consider that because you knew the information already that it was going to be okay. Now this man's going through this life-threatening scenario. So now it's like almost embarrassing. He has to kind of like walk a shame up to your, because everybody heard him screaming like a woman.
Yeah, I mean, I think embarrassment was the last thing he was feeling. I think
like
he was
relief?
just this excited to be alive.
Yeah, or
he was also angry.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was not. Yeah, there was no shed of embarrassment from what I saw.
Or like contemplating, like, man, I gotta stop doing Uber Eats. This is the last day.
But I mean, what am I supposed? I'm not gonna yell. I'm not gonna yell into the elevator shaft and be like,
"It's okay, 2 minutes." I mean, you could have. You could have said,
"No, I'm too far away."
No, you could also say, "I'm the fire." You go down on the 6th floor, be like, "The fire department's here. I'm Chief Moriarty. The elevator. We're resetting it. It'll be back to the ground floor in 2 minutes."
I'm not gonna do that.
You could have helped this man.
You ever been inside an elevator shaft?
No.
I have.
Why?
I used to work in this building where I had to change the oil in the elevator shaft.
You can't even change the oil in your car. I don't even believe that you were doing this in elevators.
You don't actually have to change the oil itself. You just have an elevator. Not all elevators are cable elevators. A lot of elevators under 5 stories.
Like magnets
it's just a huge pole in the ground.
Okay.
And it's like a hydraulic pole and it lifts the elevator up and down. And so the long story short, the pole has like excess grease trap essentially that has to be changed once a month. So once a month you have to go get somebody to go in the 3rd floor all the way at the top, and you go into the basement, you get an elevator key, and you open the doors and you hop in, and it's terrifying. It looks like a Saw movie. And you change the oil trap, and you
gotta lube up. You gotta lube up that pole maybe once or twice.
Oh, you don't touch the pole.
Why?
It's the workings of the elevator.
Yeah, you can't damage that bad boy.
You just have to change like the oil trap.
What does that smell like?
Nothing really.
Nothing?
Yeah,
I refuse to believe that.
It just smells like oil.
Please what?
I'm getting a call.
Who is it?
Home.
Ugh.
I was in. I was voting in this abandoned mall.
That's good.
And there was construction all over the place, and every time I see construction with nobody on it, I just reminded about how slow and tedious and inefficient construction workers are.
Dude.
Do you remember when we fucking? You remember when there's like a local park by us, and they were doing construction on the bocce courts, and they were like, here it's gonna be a new bocce court, and they had all these like renderings on the side of the
like
fences,
a diagram of what's gonna
and
happen.
it took like 2.5 years, and all the old men, the old Italian men and women that
would
played
be bothering
bocce
us now.
We're just standing there, just like waiting, and half of them didn't even make it.
Yeah.
Half of them didn't even stay. They threw their last bocce ball.
Yeah, because the handball where we play handball is right next to the bocce court. So then the old people that would just be bothering us and like rumbling. It's like, you know when this is gonna be finished? Like, yeah. Let me put on my construction hat and I'll give you the floor plans. Like, I don't know shit.
I mean, they have a point. I mean, it's a very simple. It's like it's a pit of sand, essentially,
And like a turf thing.
it's like dirt. It's not dirt. It's like clay or something.
Yeah.
It's just a pit.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
these people fucking timed them out. They literally timed all these old fucks out.
Maybe that was a plan.
I know. Maybe it was getting too crowded because they absolutely. There was a much less bigger. There was much less bocce presence after it opened again.
Oh, you're saying that
I'm
saying
they died. People died during this construction and never got to play their favorite game ever again.
Maybe that was the plan. The construction workers were like, you know what? We really can do something else, make more money over there, and just what are these people gonna wait a year? We wait 2? They're not making it that long.
It was also terribly not important. It's like, how does a bocce course degrade?
Time.
It didn't need an upgrade.
That's true. I feel like that happens a lot. Like maybe at the park or something, or like city or state things where it's like, we have this money that could go to something else, but this park doesn't need an upgrade, but let's just do it anyway.
Yeah, well, I think it's because
I don't know the workings of that.
Those I think what it is that those kind of things are like good on a rap sheet. Like improvement to local parks and stuff
so you're saying, and then that improves, and then housing prices go up because look at this beautiful park.
Or just you have a better political rap sheet of like, look what I did, look what I got done, this, that, and the other, as opposed to if you try to do something actually hard, you might not get it done, then you have nothing to boast about.
That's true. Maybe
so instead, we're gonna put in all new fucking solar panel benches at the park.
That's cool.
Not needed.
That's cool though.
And they don't even do it.
They don't do it. It's all promises, and then they get the vote. And then
they do stuff much worse. They're like, we're gonna put a statue dedicated to one of the town's earliest firefighters. It's like, what? Who needs this?
Can you please fix the broken sprinklers, please? I'm thirsty.
There's potholes all around this neighborhood, and this is what we're directing our money to.
That's true. Car killers out here. Quick side note: I think there should be a handball machine in the handball court, like a vending machine. I think that'd be cool.
That would be cool. Probably again another thing that would probably make the park some decent amount of money.
Yeah, that was a quick side note.
Yeah,
it's just my $1 million ideas while I'm a handball vending machine will definitely make $1 million while I'm driving around.
I don't like handball, so.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Like anybody who plays it is a loser.
There it is. Thank you. I'll take that.
No, actually, I don't mind the game itself, but it's one of those things where the game, it's not the game, but it's the people that play it. At least the people by us. I don't know. Like the people in that court. I mean, could you think of like the lowest members of society?
Here we go.
I mean, Jesus Christmas. I mean, they fucking just play in a fucking cage in the park all day. And they all just they're fucking drinking during the day. These are not productive members.
On a Wednesday at like 11 a.m.
Yeah, these are not productive members of our community.
It's like,
and I think they should be banned. I don't want them here.
Punch their ticket stub.
Repair their court. See what they do.
Oh, make that last year or two?
Do a construction project on them for 1 to 2 years.
You see how that turns out.
Yeah, a relapse of heroin. That's how that turns out.
The park gets set ablaze and shit.
No, again, this is specifically for the park that we live by. I don't want to cast a blanket of heroin over all
parks.
handball players.
Of all handball players, right?
Because I'm sure it's a skillful game.
How important do you think, like, our school, one of our best teams was the handball team. That's it. We were bad at football.
Yeah.
We were bad at baseball. We were bad at like all the quote unquote main
We were
sports.
better at all the sports.
Yeah, we were bad at all the sports and except handball and bowling. And bowling, I think.
And tennis.
So like, yeah, but but our record in handball was like pristine.
No, we're like undefeated for like as long as the game existed.
Yeah, for like pristine. And it's like, I wonder how the school. You think the school gets angry like at the coaches meeting or like at the big three sports coaches and like, handball keeps beating you guys out every goddamn time. Can you guys throw a winning touchdown and win a goddamn game?
No, I mean the person who was the coach was just like a stickler because we know somebody who played in an opposite school, and this guy.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you
mean? The coach for our team would essentially look over the other team's roster and try to find things that would get them disqualified. So, this person's not wearing the right glove.
Wow.
Disqualification.
Well, that's like a coach and a half. He's a douche. But man, that man wanted to win. That's why the record. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
And the man was also like 3'7".
Oh, right.
He was a tiny little man.
So he had a lot of anger.
He liked to flex his power. There it is. All right,
we get out of here.
So we can get out. Can we? We're leaving right now.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Here we go.
Yeah, let's go. Get out of here. Tell them where to find you.
You can find me at Danny is watching on Instagram and in the handball courts.
You can find me at Ant Prisco. Can't forget to follow
Picky Boys Podcast. Like, share, subscribe with your friends. Subscribe with your friends together.
Yeah. Gather them all.
Gather them all and have a Picky Boys subscription party. And we'll send you a few nude pics. All right. Thank you.
Peace, guys.